Hello, I'm Krenstar, and today I'm talking about MidiShaper. I bought this a while ago because I wanted a way in Reaper to alter the parameters in Reaper according to a mseg editor or a kind of a wave or a LFO type tool like this. This is pretty cool for what this is primarily designed to do is to send CC messages out to other sources. So here in Bitwig, I have a CC3 set up. So if I can go, and I think this is wave 1. You can have different waves. You can have up to 10 waves. So I'm using wave 1. Let's do wave 2. And you can get really creative with these waves. CableGuy does a great job with their wave editors. This is one of the reasons why I bought it. So basically, this is shaped to wave 1. So when so I got the frequency down here in OBXAV to move the LFO to move with the frequency. So right now I'm trying to program it to move. So let me program in some MIDI patterns here so that you can hear what's going on. Change to pencil tool. Change the size. Oop. Okay, so that's our MIDI. So what we're going to do now is go back to the devices, go back to pop up the MidiShaper, and then we got this set on CC3. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the range. Oh yeah, this is the CC signal up here. As you can see, there's plenty of CCs to use. MIDI has a big spec for CCs. So let's just use 3. And as you can tell, it's already working. Well, yeah, I didn't put it on loop. Aha. Okay, try this again. That's 2. That's why it's not changing. And this works with Reaper the same way. Basically, it's a very wild and inventive way of automating your CC messages without your keyboard present. So you can do multiple CC. You can send multiple waves. So let's do CC4. And then let's add another MIDI. You use MIDI here for the modulator, and then we'll put it on CC4. Or I could hit learn CC, and what that's supposed to do is it's supposed to listen to the encoder or whatever that's on your thing. And let's do this one here for the CC. So we're gonna put up the second frequency. As you can tell, it's already working, and it's doing differently than the first one. So that means that our waves are actually programmed correctly. I'm not mistaken, these sources right here, source 1, 2, 3, 4, map to these right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on wave, I assigned this to wave 2. And so that's using this one. You can do beat synced, retrigger. So these are the way that it loops through the pattern. Wow, that's probably annoying. I apologize. But it's really good to get a feel for how this affects it. It gives a lot of movement to your synthesizers or whatever you want to modulate with this outside of what you already can do with Bitwig. If you're not happy with your current ways, so you can't draw it or something, and you want more control, CableGuy's got you covered with this MidiShaper. And again, this works the same way within Reaper, which I love, and the original reason yeah, I'm gonna need to update it. Reaper gets updates all the time. So same thing here. So if I wanted to automate, let's say the Mellotron, and I wanted to automate something in here, like say the attack or something. So I add an effects, I add the CableGuy's MidiShaper. There you go. And then I put it before, because I think this has to go before. And then I do the same thing. This is slave to 1. I want it 81%. So now in this one, if I'm not mistaken, you do the parameter. You go, okay, I want you to touch the attack knob. So you go to parameter, and then parameter modulation link. No, I'm wrong. Sorry. It should be MIDI linked to the CC, and since we're using CC1, now you might notice this down here, because I think this is already, CC1 happens to be the same thing as the mod wheel, so let's change that. That's probably not a good CC message to send, so let's send it to, let's say 10. And then let's go back to Turia. It stopped moving around, so let's move this sucker around one more time. Let's go back to parameters, and let's change it from 1 to 10. So now it's moving around again. So now, which it's kind of hard since I don't have my keyboard hooked up at the time. But you can pretty much in Reaper, it's so let's go back to this. Parameter, MIDI link, CC 10. So now this is moving. And we can, do the same thing. We can give different waves here. So let's do number 2 here and give something a little bit different. And then you are going to be wave 2, going to be source. Let's do CC11, and let's do 100% of CC11. So go back down here. So let's move that flutter again. And then let's assign it to, I say 11? Yep, there we go. and it gives you some crazy effects. And again, the speed and the timing can all be adjusted here. So I got a 4/4. So I think you can slow it down by giving it a 1/4. No, that's opposite. Try 8 bars. See, now it's moving on its own. So either way, that's MidiShaper. Pretty cool little product from CableGuys for automating CC messages and applications that honor CC messages like Reaper and Bitwig. Probably Ableton Live does the same thing. Reason sadly does not, because it doesn't allow you to mess with MIDI information once it's loaded. And this loads as an effect and Reason. So it's not worth it unless you're using like VCV Rack to host it. And then you can send it and then have VCV Rack host the VSTs and then send that information through VCV Rack, or using Element to send that information through Element through the MIDI. So hope you got something out of it. I just wanted to show this off. This was one of my purchases. I don't display it on the channel enough, but I think I wanted to give it a presentation today. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the views. All right, thank you. Bye.